What is going on? I am back again with another Fortnite creative video. I'm loving what they're doing with this recently. They added matchmaking portals, and now they're adding these cool swamp things. Look at there's like mushrooms on my map. It looks really cool. I tried adding these swamp things last minute. This build has actually been done for a couple days now, but I waited to record it. I really shouldn't have, because this video should have gone out earlier, but you know, I'm lazy. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about how I made this thing. I'm not going to actually be building it. You know, I'm not gonna show me actually building this haunted house, because I want people to do their own thing. I don't want you to just copy me and think it's good. Okay? I want people to take this and improve upon it. But I'm just going to show you some tricks I used to actually get some of the pieces I've used in this, and how I did the terrain. I actually made a video on terrain, but I want to talk about this. And yes, you just saw that. These are all individual pieces. And here we go. So to start off, I see a lot of people not place down grass, like the ones I'm highlighting here, and this build would have looked so bad without it. Okay, I really think people should start using this more if they have the memory for it. Now obviously this whole thing takes up 20,000 memory if you don't count well, what did I just say? If you count these pieces out here, it takes up 20,000 memory. That's a lot of memory, so if you're running low on memory, I always suggest to not use grass, but in this case, I did. Now, what I did here was I resized this. That's how it is normally. But yeah, that's how I made the grass pretty much. Now, with any like nature, I put down rocks and I put these bushes from the variant foliage gallery, like these, and if you place just the top of them sticking out to like this, they look like plants growing out of the ground, and it looks really good. Like there's some more details. But yeah, this is all pretty much self-explanatory stuff. You place down the trees, you place down the crooked looking ones because they're creepy. You place down the swamp stuff. That's another good thing too. These new swamp things are creepy, okay? I would use them personally. I don't know what does this look like? Wow, that's really good. That's really good. Look at how good this looks next to everything. I already have the mossy ones in, so I'm gonna delete that, but that looks so good. These new things are perfect for making like a creepy looking place. Like look at that. That looks so good. Now moving on to this terrain right here. Again, if you want to know how to do these like big base pieces down here, link the video in the eye in the top right. Go watch that. But right now we're going to be talking about this slope. Now, what I used, if you've watched any of my videos, you probably know what I'm about to say, but I used this piece. Now, I didn't size it up or down at all. I just took this and rotated it, and it really works. Like it honestly looks and works good. And once you have your basic shape, what you do is you select these pieces like this. You bring them down. Kind of janky in some areas, like right here. I'll put an arrow on the screen. That's a little janky looking, but overall this little slope over here looks really good, and I'm happy with how it turned out. Now we come to this path. We're not even onto the house yet. This video might be slightly long. But here we go. This path is... I actually had to come up with this on my own. If we go up with still nature and terrain selected to the Shark Cliff Gallery, they have these really dead looking pieces right here. So I literally was like, okay, what can I do with this? This looks like a path, right? So I took this, turned on grid snap. I'd like to say 2, but I actually don't know. Anything will work. Like this, I just took it, turned off grid snap, and rotated it to make the path. Like that. And I can just keep going, make a little piece jutting out right there. And that's pretty much how I made it. Just all these pieces right here. And it looks really good. I really like how this turned out. Now, I made the grass smaller over here because if I were to place this right here, it wouldn't really work on this side. So I just kind of blended it in with the other grass. There's some small pieces like that over here. And it really doesn't look that bad, so I just kept it. Now onto the actual house. I just come down here and select if I can. Where's the dinghy? Where is the... I don't know. Where... This is the problem. You should allow us to search for... Oh, here we go. Haunted. I basically just use all these. For the house, like the roof, it's actually pretty easy. It was easier than you'd think. You just take these pieces and such, like these. It really makes the house look better. That's this one that I have highlighted right here. And yeah, the roof just looks good. I tried adding like a little fence, I guess. What do you call that? It's like a border that goes around the roof. Honestly, it wouldn't have worked anyway because the roof is like in the middle of objects, so you can't really use grid snap anyway, and also it didn't even look that good. So onto the other thing. If anyone's curious, it is completely empty on the inside. But if anyone's curious about these windows right here, these aren't actually like, you know, normally they're not reflective. So to get that little reflectiveness, this is actually a very old trick. You deselect all the galleries you already have, and you search up the cubes gallery. Right here, you go ahead and place it down and stuff, and they have reflective pieces in this gallery. So you can have like this thing, for example, right here, and you just put this behind the window, and it looks reflective, and you can't see that there is actually no interior on the inside, which is really good. That's actually why I put these reflective pieces here. Onto the fog now. The fog is something I don't think looks that good. Like I don't think it really, like, if it was more subtle, I think it would look better. But if anyone's interested in how to make the fog, what you just do is you go to the spooky particle gallery. You grab this thing, right? You come down here, you use the particles like this, and these are all the settings. Try 10% to be more subtle. But these are all the settings I used. If you want to pause the video to write these down, or you know, put them in your game, do that. Be my guest. Again, here I used more of the new swamp things. I just kind of placed them around. I think they look really good. Now here's something. These are some interesting looking tombstones. Like a little graveyard. As you can see on this side, it's more narrow. I did that on purpose because I wanted to add a graveyard over here. But to actually get these gravestones, because I'm sure there's going to be some people who have never seen these before. They're actually the best gravestones in the game, in my opinion, to use. And you can actually find them in the Wild West prop gallery. I did digging through the galleries, and right here, here's two, and there's two up here. These are literally the best gravestones in the game, in my opinion, because if you go to the Haunted Hills prop gallery, there's gravestones here, like this, which aren't as good looking in my opinion. Of course, people are gonna go crazy over these because they're the OG gravestones, but I want my map to look better. While we're here in the Haunted Hills prop gallery, you can use these things to make your haunted house look spooky. Now, I didn't use any of these, to be honest, because you can just touch them and they disappear, which I really hate about them. And finally, these candles, like I said, I got them from the Haunted prop gallery. People are probably wondering about this creepy pentagram that I have made. I wonder if you can summon a demon in Fortnite. Probably not. You'll never know, though. It's spooky! In all seriousness, I made this thing. Now, if we go into galleries and we search up the ring gallery, you don't want the large rings, you want like the smallish ones. And you want to grab, I think it's the orange one. So that's red. If you want a more red looking one, you can do that. Here you can take these and size the height down. And if you turn on grid snap, you can get them perfectly flat like this. And then turn off grid snap again. Oops. And you just, personally, if you're going to do one of these, I would go down here to the ground. Let me just grab something. And while you're here on the ground, if you want to make that pentagram that I showed you, make sure collision is on for terrain only. This makes it so you can still, like, put these inside of other objects, but you can still, like, you have a base to work on. If that makes any sense, it basically stops you from, say, putting down this piece. If we turn on collision for everything, see, now it's kind of hard to tell, but that piece that I just placed down is now like over everything, and it looks really it's just annoying. And yeah, that is my iteration for a haunted house. So, you know, try and make your own thing. Oh yeah, and before I leave, with these corners over here, especially with the haunted gallery, they look really ugly. So make sure you take one of these pieces like that and cover up the corners, because they will look ugly. But yeah, that's tips and tricks on how I made this. Now remember, I'm not showing you how to make this house exactly. You go out and create your own thing. You be creative. Everyone is creative. Okay, and you can build this. You can build this. If you think this looks good, let me know in the comments, right? Let me know if I helped you at all. If you think this looks like absolute garbage, also tell me in the comments. And if you enjoyed, subscribe and like the video. We're almost at 450 subs, I think. No. What? 450? No, 650. Oh my god. But yeah, that's all, guys, and hope I helped you, and goodbye.